Hello friends, I am posting this video specially on the occasion of International Childhood Cancer Day. Now see, cancer itself is a huge problem, a threatening problem, a life-threatening disease. When it comes to childhood cancer, it is a more deadlier, more dangerous because kids are so, I will say, not that strong. They are so fragile, more delicate than the adults, the grown-up adults. So cancer takes a more devastating form in childhood. So now, on this occasion of International Childhood Cancer Day, I would like to throw light upon some important aspects, important neglected aspects of cancer, and especially of childhood cancers. Let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Ravi Vairagade, India's first psychosocial neurogenomic expert and the genetic health transformation expert. I work in all kind of incurable cases, and all kind of incurable cases starts from diabetes to psoriasis and motor neuron diseases and autoimmune diseases and Down syndromes and different kind of genetic disorders and obviously cancer. While working on cancer and while presenting papers in many national and international symposiums, what was very prominent is that even after, let me repeat it, even after lots and lots of development in genetics, genomics and oncology, there are many links which are not getting connected. Recently, day after tomorrow, I will be presenting a paper in an international conference on oncology. It is called as Molecular Oncology Conference. So when I got the brochure of Molecular Oncology Conference, it says that in spite of all the development happening all around the globe, still cancer remains a mystery. Because the cancer, there is nothing like we can predict the pathway of cancer. No treatment is almost sure and certain. There is something which is not getting connected. Now what is that which is not getting connected? Very simple, my dear friends. We are trying to go to root of the genetics, finding the cancer gene. So even if you get, for example, let us take any XYZ example, XYZ gene for cancer. So if you see that XYZ gene of a cancer, XYZ gene of a cancer is affected, mutated, or the altered, or the functionality due to that XYZ cancer gene is altered, then we try to repair that alteration. Then we try to restore the normalcy. Now, if we are going for a gene editing treatment where this XYZ gene is trying to be structurally reinstalled as normal, this has its own problem. Now, why this has a problem? First of all, it is not so easy. Second, you think XYZ gene is a reason for cancer, but no, my dear friends. What I will ask? I will ask the question, XYZ gene is showing some alteration. My question is, why? Rather than correcting the alteration of XYZ gene, I will like to correct the cause of this alteration. Are you getting me? Although genes are altered, genes alteration itself is not the primary cause. It is the result of something prior to that. Something must have altered that gene. So here comes the missing link. We are not going to the root causes deep enough. Same when it comes to childhood cancer becomes more prominent. In adult, what has been proved is that mind and gene are two important complementary combinations to cause cancer. Now what in childhood? Many of the patients ask me, how can you say that the mental trauma can be a cause in childhood diseases? It's very simple. In fact, I will say you already know it. See, child will not be affected by those kind of things by which adults are affected. Right? For example, somebody had a disappointed love or a breakup after love. Child doesn't have that. Then somebody have a divorce. Child don't have that. I agree. But child have different kind of traumas. For example, His mother leaves for a job earlier than what he expected. He never expects that his mom will leave him for a job. But it happens nowadays. It happens almost every day in almost every home because mothers are working nowadays. That can become a significant trauma for a kid. We don't know. Right? For example, there is a quarrel happening between parents and the kid is observing. He can feel traumatized because of that. And he's so sensitive at this delicate stage of life that he can be grossly affected by that. But then people say, sir, I have seen a baby who was having cancer at 1 month of age. Can this still be the cause? Yes, sure, this can be the cause. But let me go more finer. Let me go more deeper. If we say the baby can be affected mentally and emotionally when he is in the womb, mother's womb. So when the lady is pregnant, if she suffers from something like a shock, a mental trauma, will her baby get affected or not? It's very simple. It will be affected. Therefore, there are so many kind of things nowadays done for a pregnant lady that she must gain a conducive atmosphere, a happy atmosphere. Her emotions should be well balanced. She should not be exposed to any kind of shocking news, so on and so forth. In fact, if you go to Hindu mythology, there is mention of Abhimanyu, who was learning right in the womb. He was learning the tricks and trades of the warfare right in the womb. And there are plenty and plenty of examples like that, that the baby in the womb is affected by emotions being suffered or faced by the mother. Now, if mother faces a shock, mother may handle it, mother may manage it, mother may say, no, it was not such a big shock, but maybe that kid inside takes a jolt and it may be a bigger cause, a significant cause for a kid. We have seen so many cases like this, and when we take a history, there is a significant episode which happened in the mother, for the mother when mother was pregnant. So childhood cancer has to be studied this deep. Only study of genes and gene editing will not help. Even gene editing is nowadays in a very, very primitive stage, not grown enough. If you find one gene for a cancer, there are 99 more genes waiting to be found. They are not discovered yet. If you edit one gene, that will not solve the purpose, because cancer is not a one gene magic. Cancer is a collaborative pathological changes of so many different genes. Like initially they said, we have found the gene of diabetes. It was one gene found. Then it became 10, and now they say diabetes is a result of complementary combinations of 100 different genes. Yes, my dear friends. So this is the case with the cancer in childhood or any cancer. By far, any cancer is in the same way. Any cancer will present in the same way. So the best solution, let me give you the best solution for any cancer or in specific childhood cancer. Go to the root cause and alter the root cause. Very simple. Whatever the cause may be. Is it a gene? Try to alter. Science of epigenetics have grown enough, and it proves that genetic expressions can be altered over the period of time. Now, when genetic expression can be altered over the period of time, why not to take control in our hands and try to alter this genetic expression positively and purposely? This will be the best method. Then, as in the mentioned the science of epigenetics and neurogenomics, neurogenomics can be influenced by psychosocial behavior, by mental traumas, by happy incidences and social gatherings, and the person's nature, and some medicines, some chemicals, some toxic insecticides, pesticides have also shown the power to modulate or alter the genetic expression. Then if there are so many things, which can alter the genetic expression, why don't we take control of all these things or whatever relevant in a particular case and then try to re-alter? Let me repeat it. then try to re-alter the genetic sequence to the normal. And yes, it is possible. We are already doing this with amazing results. See, treatment with chemotherapy and radiotherapy, definitely you go on what you are doing because that is WHO approved. But then it is nothing to do with the finding of the root cause and the treating with the root cause and that stopping the recurrence and stopping the tendency to cancer. See, there are so many things which are left out. So while you are treating the cancer, never forget that the causes of cancer are required to be attended to. If you do not attend these causes of cancer, then we will be always facing things like recurrence and metastasis and complications and temporary remission and again recurrence. This will be always there and cancer will gradually become resistant and resistant and resistant. So if you really want to treat cancer and specifically childhood cancer, go to the root cause, find the root cause and find somebody who understands the root cause and can remodulate it for a normal genetic expression. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for watching this video. I am sure if you like this video, you are going to share this video because cancer is such a thing. Even if your one share can help somebody somewhere in the world. So share this as much as possible. Let somebody from cancer get a new ray of hope. Because he must have done chemotherapy and radiotherapy. He may be suffering from recurrence. Their parents must be crying. They must be desperate to find something. Maybe your share can reach them as fast as possible. They will get a ray of hope and you will get blessings from them. Thank you, my dear.